With that record-breaking deal for Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook is buying the mobile messaging platform WhatsApp for a staggering $19 billion. That's by far its largest purchase to date. It includes $4 billion in cash, about $12 billion worth of Facebook shares, plus $3 billion in stock for the app's founders and employees. Delano D'Souza has the details.
It's the largest ever price tag for a tech startup. Facebook will buy the fast-growing messaging service WhatsApp for $19 billion, giving the company a much-needed boost in mobile messaging. The cross-platform app allows users to exchange messages without paying telecom charges. Facebook has witnessed slowing growth in recent months. The deal will give the company access to younger users who value instant communication. Silicon Valley-based WhatsApp has 450 million users. The company claims each day it adds 1 million more. A user base Facebook's founder is looking to tap.
WhatsApp is on a path to connect 1 billion people. The services that reach that milestone are all incredibly valuable.
In 2012, Facebook failed in its $3 billion bid to acquire Snapchat, another mobile messenger. But the company was successful in taking over photo-sharing service Instagram for $1 billion. According to analysts, the hefty price tag for WhatsApp is an admission by Facebook that it can't replicate internally what other newer networks are doing. They say investors should consider that this acquisition won't be Facebook's last. WhatsApp will continue to operate independently for now. The company says it will stick to its policy of no advertising.
Now, that announcement came after the U.S. markets had closed, but we did see Facebook shares tumbling about 5% in after-hours trading. We've got some weak economic data coming out of Asia that's been affecting the markets there. All the major indices in the red, the Nikkei closing down about 2%. Fresh data from Japan shows that it suffered a record trade deficit in January, over $27 billion, as a weak yen made imports more expensive. It marks the third straight month of slower export growth there. And in China, a key index of manufacturing has fallen to its lowest level in 7 months. HSBC's Flash PMI, or Purchasing Managers Index, fell to 48.3. That means that activity in China's factories is slumping, and it's reinforced concerns about a possible slowdown of the world's second largest economy.
All right, well, Kate, let's shift to the Panama Canal, where expansion work's due to begin this Thursday.
It's due to begin again anyway. It's been halted for about 2 weeks. Now, the administrator of the canal says that construction will resume this Thursday thanks to an interim agreement about a massive cost overrun. The European consortium of contractors that has been working on the canal said that the expansion project will cost $1.6 billion more than it had originally predicted, and it wants Panama to pick up that bill. The work to widen the canal was due to be finished for the 100th anniversary this year. It's now expected to be done sometime around December 2015.
Okay, well, take us through some of the day's business news, starting with a major transatlantic deal for Air France.
Air France KLM is investing $100 million in the Brazilian airline Gol. It's looking to take advantage of a probable surge in travel demand as Brazil prepares to host the World Cup this summer and the Olympics in 2016. Air France KLM is trying to turn itself around with a new cost-cutting plan. Europe's biggest airline reported that while its revenue was unchanged last year, its earnings before tax rose by about a third to over 1.8 billion euros. Its net losses, though, widened to almost the same amount because of a tax charge and fine.
And the French food giant Danone has reported its first annual earnings decline in more than a decade. This following a massive recall of infant formula across Asia, which damaged sales there. Now, the Paris-based company said its adjusted earnings fell share for 7.6% last year, though it does expect business to pick up again in 2014.
And Japan's Shiseido has signed a deal to sell 2 of its skincare brands to L'Oreal. The French cosmetics giant will take over Decléor and Carita for 230 million euros. The companies have been in exclusive talks for the transaction since last October.
Now, we started off the segment in Silicon Valley. Let's finish there too with a look at what the big bosses of all those tech firms are actually earning.
Well, according to a survey by Bloomberg, the big bosses there are getting paychecks of between $20 and $85 million a year. That's based on their base salary, of course, as well as bonuses and stock options. Now, in total, some 22 executives in California's tech sector are raking in over $20 million a year. That's up from just 4 of them back in 2007. And with President Obama trying to focus more on income inequality in the U.S., Silicon Valley looks like it could replace Wall Street as the new poster child in that debate.
OK, Kate Moody, thanks very much for bringing us up to date. It's good to have you with us. It's time now for a look at web news.